What's going on, my Broodwar brothers? Welcome back to your daily dose of Broodwar. Today, an epic matchup here and the beginning of a possible comeback story. We've got Fantasy down here in the bottom right hand corner, aka the terrorist. This man has been at the top of the world in terms of Broodwar. In 2010, he was the OSL champion. He's taken second place many times. And hasn't really been playing in the ASL. Hasn't really been back in the modern age, the remastered era, until now. It was confirmed that this is indeed Fantasy here on the barcode QWE, QEW, whatever this keyboard face roll is. Down in the bottom left, the man who confirmed it, it is SnOw. Spawning here in the bottom left. Gonna be beginning the hazing ritual here. Our Protoss versus Terran Bonjour. So I don't know if he technically counts as a Bonjour, but in my mind, gets the first SCV. This man is a Bonjour, at least in this matchup. Has an insane record against Terran in general. He also has a kind of crazy win rate in Pro League. I'm thinking about doing some Pro League games soon, but if you guys have ever watched Pro League or you've taken a look at the statistics, SnOw is the man. He is basically the god of Pro League. His win rate is maybe 15% higher than anyone else in the league. Sits somewhere around 70+%. And I think the reason for that may be because in Pro League you can use players kind of like a sniper and you know, bring him out against Terran players. You can always set him up to play against Terran, and that's kind of what you want to do if you're one of these Pro League teams. Anyway, this is not about SnOw. This is supposed to be about Fantasy. The terrorist. How he got that nickname is because he's not the greatest macro Terran in the world compared to someone like Flash, compared to someone like Light. Not his strong suit, but he is incredibly good at drop play, vulture run-bys. He's kind of a Sharp-esque player. He's very good at destroying your economy, taking over the game from a position of strength, not just generally through macro play alone. So we'll see if he wants to throw down a starport here. We've already got one factory coming up, but no second factory. Makes me think we're gonna see a starport here shortly. SCV gonna get tracked down here. Probes being sent to the natural. Everything looking nice and normal from SnOw. Looks like a observer build. Is that what he's going for? See an observatory yet? He manages to block the scout. No observatory. Shuttle on the way. Range on the way. Robotics on the way. Gonna skip that observatory altogether. Could come back to bite him in the butt, though, as we are going to have this drop, and we may see him get mines and a bunch of vultures here shortly. No, a wraith. Really? Okay. This could actually be very good against what SnOw is trying to do. He's gonna be building a Reaver here. The wraith can come across the map and actually scout this out. And if the Dragoons aren't in position to save this, he could gun down this shuttle with good control. He can kill that shuttle, and then it just absolutely ruins the Reaver play because then you have time to get turrets up, you have time to get extra wraiths, and you're never going to get damage against Fantasy if your timing has been screwed up by this Wraith play. And here we go, Wraith heading across the map. No, he's actually just gonna chill here. Okay, he's gonna wait for that shuttle to come across the map, try to catch it at an awkward point. I'm surprised he wants to put it here. I guess if it comes in from a different angle, he's not too far away, so he's gonna be able to retreat and protect himself. And now we have the, what's this called, control tower with a dropship on the way. So it'll be that drop, but it'll be a little bit slower. A follow-up drop here. Gonna be coming out of Fantasy. There's the shuttle. He sees it. He sees it. He sees it. Yes. Gonna be able to get that. Go, 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 go. There's one Dragoon here. It's gonna come up to try and save. Can he get it? One more shot. He does get it. Trades it for the Wraith, but that is a decent trade for sure. Getting rid of that shuttle, shutting down the opportunities here for SnOw to harass. And if you look inside the base, we don't even have an engineering bay. There it is now. So Fantasy, foregoing the engineering bay, hasn't had to build any. Oh, okay, can he actually see this? Oh yeah, he does see it. He does see it. Dropship has been spotted. Looks like Fantasy just gonna move around here. Where is he going? Oh, there's a tank in there as well. That's a pretty high value drop. If you lose this dropship, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble here, Fantasy. Fantasy gonna back away. We've got speed coming up. Trying to look for some space to slip through, but I just don't see it. And what I was saying before is we've foregone turrets completely in favor of this Wraith, and it paid off. But now another shuttle's coming across the map, and we still don't have turrets. Turrets are so late this game. We'll see if SnOw can get in here. I assume he will be able to. SnOw gonna get in here now. Going after this first tank. Gonna go after the second one here in the main. Oh man, this could be a lot of damage. Gets dropped once again. Looks like the shuttle's been taken out. He's gonna get one more shot. It's that last shot. Not the greatest damage though. Oh, at the front, the bunker's been killed. One of the Dragons went down to kill that, but killing the bunker is pretty big. Here comes the tank. He sieges it up on low ground there. Oh, nice shot there. Killing two goons at the same time. Keeps the remainder of the tanks alive. So 2 tanks lost. And we take inventory of the situation. Oh, he loses both those vultures too. That's super annoying. Fantasy wants to drop and, like, I don't know, do something with the dropship, but he just hasn't been able to do so. Coming forward with the goons. He's gonna try and dive on this. He will get one tank and backs away successfully. Damn. SnOw kind of tearing him apart right now. Fantasy having a hard time stabilizing here. Looks like he is gonna figure it out now though. Has lost quite a few tanks though, and only has one add-on. Second add-on coming up now. More factories being set down as well. SnOw has his third base up and running. We'll be moving out to clear out more space for additional bases, it looks like. More gateways on the way here. He's done this all on just 3 gates. Pretty impressive stuff. I don't even know if this gateway was finished or producing anything up until this point, but just that attack into the main base, killing off a few workers and a couple of tanks, and then the run in here did quite a lot of damage. And SnOw, oh god, he's gonna eat this mine. Oh, that's not good. That's not what you want to do. The mine's gonna be thrown down here between the bases. He's gonna try and kill this Nexus that's coming in. Keeping the tank on siege here so he can pick it up without losing it. Gonna try to once again drop. Only 90 HP on that, by the way. 90 HP. I'd really love to kill that off. It's so low, but appears that he won't be able to. The Reaver here gonna block that from occurring. And now we are sitting here, Fantasy starting his third command center. We're already past the 10-minute mark though, and not a lot of damage has been done to SnOw. He's expanding out on the map. And he's also getting the Scarab damage. Oh, Scarab damage upgrade. Pretty cool. Love to see it. The speed is done already on this shuttle. So you already can't catch it with the Wraith. But now we're going to have Scarab damage as well. So these Reavers are going to become incredibly important in this game. And we'll probably continue to see SnOw build up that count, that Reaver count over time. He's famous for using these all the way into the late game, and I don't think this game is going to be any different. Leg speed is finishing up here right in time for this next base to come up for Fantasy. I think we might see him attempt to bust Fantasy on this base. Dropping some Reavers here to help the cleanup. Getting rid of these vultures as quickly as possible. Even though there's 2 cannons there, still utilizing those Reavers the best that he can to minimize that damage. It's time now for Fantasy to start to move forward. He doesn't have a lot of anti-air, though he does have 1 Wraith. He needs to start setting up the turrets here. Tanks are being sieged. And the army from SnOw is moving, advancing on this position. Gonna try and kill as many of these mines as possible before the engage happens. A lot of the mines have been killed, but that's just pure Dragoon. You cannot shove forward here as SnOw. He's busy dealing with an attack up here in the top left, so I don't think he's going to be able to bust this. And it looks like Fantasy will secure this 3rd base without too much trouble and can move forward in this game. Double upgrades are pumping right now. Let's take a look at what we've got so far. 1-0 and 1-0 from SnOw as well. He's not pumping upgrades, man. He's just gonna sit here on 1-0 for a little bit now. Storms are on the way, though. That's a great way of mitigating the upgrade advantage. You get storms onto some units. The armor really counts for nothing. Just true damage, I guess, if you are a League of Legends player. So you can call it true damage. Completely negating that armor. Getting close to that 2-1 timing. Will Fantasy decide to try and take this base here? Perhaps this base while pushing? It can be very strong. If you push this way, along this side, and get up on this ramp, you can actually secure this base. Even if you're only holding the ramp here, it's very hard to run through and get on top of that. And then from here, you can push right up along this wall towards the natural. Ooh, Wraiths, cloaked Wraiths. Killing a couple of Templar. Very interesting. That's not something you see every day. Triple cloak Wraith getting in there and actually shutting down some of those storms. Like these vultures are gonna get killed off here. Actually, he's got quite a few more coming up and laying mines all around this. He might be able to get a mine connection. No, SnOw just a little bit too good with the targeting. Gonna shut that down. Oh! Wow, the hot pick up there. Keeping those Reavers from taking any damage. Beautifully done. Cloak Wraith's trying to come in and maybe snipe that shuttle, but there is that observer with the army. Will not be able to get that done. So SnOw has his base up here in the top right. Do we still have that dropship? I think it might have been picked off. May have missed that. It was over here on the... Oh, no, it's here. Okay. Okay, maybe we can do something with this, actually. Uh-oh. Oh! Whoa, what was that? A lot of kills there. Wasn't really clear on what, though. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, that was so close. That mine could have just killed an entire probe line and a Reaver, but manages to get shot down before that can happen. Running in here to the natural, trying to snipe some Templar, but picked up into the shuttle. Manages to keep those alive. I thought he was going to come in here, drop the tank, and come in with the vultures and try to shut this base down, but looks like Fantasy valuing more highly the kills on the Templar. He's gonna lose this shuttle. The shuttle goes down, but all the Templar managed to get out. still a valuable pick off there. And Fantasy looks like he wants to shove forward a little bit. He does want to take the base on the center right, though. I can understand that. It's pretty hard to defend against drops from the Protoss player if you're right here. But I personally like better the more aggressive expansion. It leaves less openings for counterattacks. If you take the base at the bottom center, then as you push toward the natural, you're already covered from those counterattacks. But looks like SnOw gonna try and break this push as he's trying to take the 4th base. Big storms here on a lot of these tanks, picking them off, weakening others. Base trying to come up here at the 3 o'clock. It's gonna be very difficult to hold. SnOw continuing to rally forward. More Dragoons are coming up here, but with this number of tanks, I think you have to back away. Oh my god. Absolutely splattered there. That's not good from SnOw. He needs to take trades a little bit more efficiently than that. What a big group of tanks here, and the Zealots have arrived. I think this is the moment for SnOw to break this spot. Could definitely get in here and deal a ton of damage. Some Reavers on the right-hand side. Oh my goodness. Mine connection there, actually getting rid of that. And right as Fantasy tries to move some tanks forward to get rid of the Reaver, beautifully done. SnOw gonna go ahead and dive on this army. Ooh, big storms here, hitting 4 of these tanks. Oh my god. Insane value from those Templar, killing off 4 tanks for just 2 storms. And then picking up and escaping as well. Actually, he's got nothing inside this drop. I don't know if he managed to escape with that. Looks like the drop has finally come into play here. The terrorist getting to work with this tank in the dropship. Finally getting some damage out of this. We'll see how many probes he can kill. He's got to target some more here. He's actually going after a cannon right now. SnOw not really pulling his probes far enough away, and it looks like this tank is going to be picked off. The shuttle gets picked as well. The base here in the center right does get up, though. None too soon. Main base and natural are about to mine out. And +3 is about to finish. No, +3/+2, excuse me, is about to finish. That'll be a big timing here for Fantasy to move forward. Oh, drop coming through. Nothing inside there. Or maybe it didn't get out in time. Shut down either way by Fantasy. Fantasy preventing that damage. Looks like SnOw wants to get in here. And another angle, try to pick off some of these bases. That outlying base here on the left side is a juicy target. But it looks to be well defended by Fantasy. Fantasy unsieging his tanks now at 154 supply. You can't yet take an engagement here, I feel. You need to get at least above that 160 mark. Fantasy not interested in going across the map, it seems. He wants to secure this location and then maybe get the upper right. That's what it's looking like to me right now. But we'll have to watch and see. Units of SnOw making their way around the top side, getting annihilated by these tanks and mines. Gonna be a little bit more careful than that, moving around this side of the map. This is Fantasy territory over here. Gotta be careful where you're stepping. SnOw rotates down towards the bottom left, and this time he may be able to get through here. There's not that many mines, not that many tanks either. Big storm on all of these tanks. Secondary storm gonna finish off a lot of them. Let me zoom out here. We've got more units coming up from Fantasy. He will have to evacuate the command center now. Probably should be sending it to the north because the Dragoons actually can't come up here without getting hit by these tanks. Big storm once again on some of these vultures. Vulture number has been cleared out dramatically. Tanks are going to be shoving forward here, and it appears that Fantasy will be able to hold. SnOw being the most annoying that he possibly can be. Sending these Dragoons right down into this corner. And he's going to come in and go for another storm drop here. We're at 50 SCVs. Let's see how much damage this can do. Storm on the tanks. Another storm on the tanks. Here comes the SCV storm as well, dropping about 6 SCVs in total. And finally clearing out that small attack. That small force down there at the bottom left corner of this space. Now Fantasy's looking like he's had enough. Maybe he is finally ready to attack across the map. Maybe not, actually. He's getting all his forces together. Still sub 160 supply, but SnOw only at 160 himself. So maybe he can force a fight here. Maybe he can come across and get over here into the natural. SnOw rotating once again up towards the top side, buying more time. He's suddenly maxed out. I don't know where that 30 supply came from, but I guess it's from all these gateways in the top left, plus all the gateways here in the main. God, that's a lot of gateways, guys. SnOw, his macro out of control. More bases being taken by him. 12 o'clock being taken as well. Fantasy starting to run low on minerals here at the third. We'll need to take a fresh base here shortly. Has just surpassed that 160 mark, and that is a lot of tanks, my friends. A lot of tanks. He's gonna start to push forward. Can he take a good engagement with these storm boys ready? SnOw's gonna be looking for any opportunity to land big storms on clumps of tanks. Any misstep here from Fantasy could result in his entire army being stormed to death. Here comes those storms. Backing away now, making sure that he doesn't get hit. So far, Fantasy doing a good job. He needs to bring these tanks forward, though. Cannot be engaging with half of the army. Look at all these tanks sitting back here, not in a good position. We need to pick these up and move, or else. SnOw may be able to take a good fight here. Lot of vultures heading up towards the top right. Looks like he's scanned that area, confirmed that there's no base up in that spot. Good mine hits here from Fantasy. Oh, that was a big one. Actually, I'm not sure if that one connected or if it was killed beforehand. Dragon's heading to the top right, going to be clearing out additional mines. It's like observer speed is done and carrier capacity is on the way. Where are the carriers? Carriers going to be produced here in the top left. Only 2 stargates, though. So it's going to take a long time for SnOw to get into that. I think he's just preparing that for a later game. You know, he's got the +1 on the way. I don't think he's ready to start producing carriers just yet. But once he's got the upgrades fully rolling and, you know, this game is dragging on, he may be willing to switch to carrier. 2 on the way right now. Still completely maxed out. So SnOw not really able to produce any more than that. At least until he starts trading off some of this army. Army moving around the map here. Surprising how little it seems that SnOw's army seems so small. But he's completely maxed out. Where is all this army supply? It looks like some storms gonna get thrown down. A lot of that army supply, I guess, inside of shuttles. Fantasy cleaning this up easily, though, pushing through the middle of the map. Scans are going down by him, trying to locate the army. Scan, I think, in the top left. Yeah, he scans it. He sees the carrier transition is coming. He's gonna go for the throat now. Trying to dive in here towards the natural, eating some big storms on some of these science vessels. Coming in, though. Oh my god, there's so many good storms here. Oh man. Storm after storm after storm, just slowing down this advancing Terran by so much. Tanks heading towards the left-hand side. He actually wanted to, I think, try and shut this base down here in the center left. Looks like he's gonna get a bunch of goons for free. Well, nearly for free. And try to simultaneously push multiple bases. He wants to kill this. Looks like a High Templar managed to shut that down. He'd like to kill this as well. But doing a great job on the defensive here. SnOw is utilizing Storm to maximum effect in order to continuously pick off units ostensibly for free. Just costing a bit of that Storm energy Templar here or there getting killed off as well, but not a big deal. And SnOw is actually coming out. He's going to kill this base here. Quite a lot of action going on in the map right now, but SnOw is breaking out from his natural, which is a huge move. And look at that. Fantasy supply is down to just 123 with a carrier transition coming. That is not a good look. You really want to have a massive army at this point with the carrier transition coming so that you can try to shut that down, so you can try to get some damage done as the carriers are hitting the field. But all he's been able to do is kill the natural, this base right here, and maybe he can shut down this base, but that still leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 mining bases for SnOw, whereas Fantasy is sitting here on 1, 2 mining bases right now, and he's not well defended at all. These Dragoons are going to come forward. Goliath versus Dragoon is a very one-sided fight. He needs to get the tanks involved. Will get them sieged up now and pushes that army back. Another base up here in the top right. Could drop a storm just to get rid of that building SCV, but looks like he's going to go for this more juicy target here instead. Dropping Templar on the high ground to get some kills. Could be really, really strong. How much energy do we have? Looks like not enough. Not enough energy here for a storm. Goliath moving through the middle. He's going to try to break this base once again. Looks like he will kill 12 o'clock. So a big win there for Fantasy at least. Dropship coming through. The Reavers will be able to kill this base, I feel. Especially with the damage upgrade. That's going to die so fast. So he shuts that down. Another base down here in the bottom center. It's been spotted by Fantasy, but he hasn't gotten down there as of yet to clear that out. Looks like he will go down now with just a small squad of vultures to get rid of that. Oh god, we're going to have a storm here soon. Oh, no, not enough. No storm here. And the shuttle will go down as well. So Fantasy clearing out what was really bothering him here, which was these drops. Still, this Reaver attack is being a bit of a nuisance. Nexus will fall, but he's trading out a bunch of vultures for this. SnOw is maxed out once again. How many carriers does he have? Where are they? There they are. 4 carriers. And 3 more joining the group. 7 in total. Gonna be a heck of a headache for Fantasy to deal with. Looks like he's gonna engage head on here in the middle of the map, but he's not set up with the tanks. Gonna have to siege up here now. Goliaths are in high number with their 3-3. But we have +2 is done for these carriers. Carriers are very strong. They're going to be finishing up that +3 upgrade here soon. And once your carrier number hits 7, and now it's even going to go higher than that, all the way up to 10, this force is incredibly powerful. It's super scary. If he right clicks on one of these command centers, it is going to die within seconds. And it looks like he may be aiming to do that here. Going after these tanks first and foremost. Now going to push away the Goliaths. Great storms here on these Goliaths. He's going to get some more great storms, I think. No, not enough energy for the storms right now. Looks like he may lose one of these carriers. Good target firing here by Fantasy. Picks off one of those. Vultures sharking around the map looking for more kills. But Fantasy is running out of minerals. And yeah, just gonna fly right in here. He's gonna target down this command center. This should be the killing blow here. A ton of SCVs going down, dropping to just 12 SCVs. Oh man, Fantasy. It's okay, buddy. It happens to the best of them. SnOw is an absolute god in this matchup. Moving around the top side here. He's going to clear out a bunch of these tanks. And Fantasy's lost his final command center. Still has some that he could possibly float out, but he just doesn't have the money to fight this carrier army. It's kind of an impossible task right now. And with the Reavers as well, tanks are gonna start to kill these command centers. Oh man, this is so painful. He can just pick up and retreat over this high ground if Fantasy tries to engage. So Fantasy not even gonna try to fight here. He's got some tanks on the other side of the map, cleaning up a few bases, but look at the bank. 4,000, 2,000. SnOw has got his trust fund secured. He is ready for the late game of life, boys. If anything happens, he is going to be completely secure. Financial security is the name of the game right now, and SnOw has it. Oh god. Coming forward here, he's gonna lose a Reaver. Oh no, he's gonna lose a carrier, excuse me. Now the Reaver's gonna go down as well. They did get some good shots off, but that's kind of what Fantasy needed. He needed to kill those Reavers. He needs to kill some of these carriers as well, but he most of all needs to secure a base, and I don't see that happening. Army gonna be sieging up here at the top. I think this may be the tap out moment with all the tanks going down. Eventually, SnOw will be able to put together a better army. Oh, he's catching some of the carriers. He's gonna get one carrier. Can he get a second? Looks like he might just be able to. He's taking a lot of damage to get this done, but he gets a second carrier. Now the army is gonna find these Goliaths, and unfortunately, that is going to be it. He gets one more carrier, doing the best he can. A moral victory here for Fantasy, but nothing more than that. GG is called. Fantasy taps out, and SnOw steals that game away. Well played, SnOw. Well played, Fantasy. Looking forward to welcoming him back with more great games here. I have in my possession a Fantasy versus Jaedong series as well, so you can look forward to seeing that tomorrow. Guys, this has been your daily dose of Brood War. I'll see you next time.